Kevin Owens is now feuding with a celebrity on Twitter. Celebrity wrestling fan Melissa Joan Hart. If you don't know her, she was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She hasn't really done much since then. I guess she's done some stuff, but I don't know about it. Nothing really of note. But Sabrina the Teenage Witch is a big-time wrestling fan. And she went on to Twitter and had this to say about Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a lazy wrestler. Yeah, I said it. Now, let's just, before we move on here to where Owens responds, let me just say that this is ridiculous. I can see somebody who has not seen all of his matches to say that, only because he does do a lot of rest holds, he does a lot of chin locks. I agree, I don't like that type of wrestling, but he's proven that he does a lot of the chin lock stuff to piss people off, like Melissa Joan Hart, because he knows chin locks suck. That's why he does them, because he's a heel. But you know, he's proven he's a great wrestler. He's proven it. He has just proven it. He just does chin locks to get heat. Then Kevin Owens responded saying, "Sorry, I watched one of your shows a few months ago, and it put me in a slumber that has been hard to recover from." Good response from Owens, not taking this crap from Melissa Joan Hart. And then she responded saying this: "I made one comment hoping he would start." Now this is after she got blocked. She posted a screen cap of her being blocked from Kevin Owens' Twitter account. "I made one comment hoping he would start showing more, and he got butthurt. Didn't know I was so threatening." So she got blocked by Kevin Owens after saying that, and I can't blame him. She responds a couple more times here. "I understand. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He's a talented wrestler, but his character needs some ring and mic boost." I'll agree that he needs to talk more. I don't think he needs better ring boost. I think he does need more character development and more mic time. So that I will agree with. But it's not like he just needs more time to do it. It's not that he has a bad character or whatever. He just needs more time to do it. But I think she's saying that he doesn't have a good character. This one is kind of annoying here. OMG, OMG, OMG. Announcers just mentioned my tweet about KO and subsequent block. LL, I feel special. Now, when I was watching Raw, I didn't even notice this. I zone out so much during Raw, and I zone out the announcers so much, I didn't even hear them talking about this. So I didn't even know about this whole Melissa Joan Hart, Kevin Owens thing until after the show was over when I was reading the wrestling news sites. So I had no clue about this. It just shows you how horrible the WWE is when, I zone it out like that and I completely ignore something like that. And Kevin Owens just responds and confirms I just blocked Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So, and this kind of continued with other wrestlers who started blocking Melissa Joan Hart as well. You had Big E ended up blocking Melissa Joan Hart, and I think there was a few others. I'd have to take a look here to find out, but there's some other wrestlers who blocked her. So Melissa Joan Hart, should she have tweeted these things? Should she have said these things? In my opinion, look, she has the freedom to do it. It's just Twitter. Who cares? But I never knew that Melissa Joan Hart was this big of a wrestling fan where she's like criticizing Kevin Owens on how to wrestle and not having, a good character and stuff. I never knew that she was this into it. It's surprising, but she needs to just realize that Kevin Owens is good. He just isn't getting enough time to actually show you how good he is. That's really what it comes down to. And it was ridiculous that she was complaining during the Kevin Owens-Neville match. I mean, Kevin Owens that was a great match. That was probably the best, in my opinion. That was probably the best match on the show. Rivaled the Cesaro Reigns match, which it was a good match. It took a little bit longer to get going, but that was also a good match. But Kevin Owens, he just needs more. He needs a little more character development. He needs more. He doesn't need more mic time. But I think his character is good. He just needs a little bit more. But I disagree with Melissa Joan Hart. He does have a good character. He just needs, but he, like I said, he does need a little bit more character development. Obviously, she did not watch NXT, and he wasn't exactly if you want to talk about being utilized correctly, he wasn't 100% well utilized on NXT. Only because the problem with NXT is a lot of these, it's basically a women's wrestling show. They don't have. I mean, Kevin Owens didn't wrestle that often on NXT. Finn Balor, who's a champion, rarely wrestles on the show. He's rarely in the arena, in Full Sail Arena. It's basically a women's wrestling show. So my final thoughts on this Kevin Owens, Melissa Joan Hart situation, I think that Kevin Owens was in the right to block her, but at the same time, she was also in her right to voice her opinion. But I do obviously disagree with her opinion on Kevin Owens.